Here's a sample podcast script discussing coffee in English. Welcome to Coffee Chat, the podcast where we dive into the world of coffee. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we're going to explore the fascinating history, varieties, and brewing methods of coffee. Joining me is John, a coffee enthusiast and barista with over a decade of experience. Welcome, John. Thanks, Sarah. I'm excited to be here and talk about my favorite subject. Let's start with a bit of history. John, can you tell us where coffee originated and how it became popular worldwide? Absolutely. Coffee's origins trace back to the 9th century in Ethiopia. Legend has it that a goat herder named Kaldi discovered coffee beans when he noticed his goats became unusually energetic after eating them. He shared his findings with a local monastery, and soon the knowledge of these energizing beans spread to the Arabian Peninsula. By the 15th century, coffee was being cultivated and traded in Arabia. It spread to Europe in the 17th century and quickly became popular, leading to the establishment of coffee houses. That's fascinating. Moving on to coffee varieties, what are some of the main types of coffee beans and how do they differ? The two primary types of coffee beans are Arabica and Robusta. Arabica beans are known for their smooth, complex flavors and lower caffeine content. They're generally considered higher quality and are more expensive. Robusta beans, on the other hand, have a stronger, more bitter taste and higher caffeine content. They're hardier plants and are often used in espresso blends to add a rich crema. Interesting. Now let's talk about brewing methods. What are some popular ways to brew coffee at home? There are many ways to brew coffee, each offering a unique taste experience. Some popular methods include 1 drip coffee maker. This is the most common method in households. It's convenient and consistent, producing a clean and straightforward cup of coffee. 2. French press. This method involves steeping coarsely ground coffee in hot water for about 4 minutes before pressing down the plunger. It results in a rich, full-bodied brew. 3. Pour over. This technique involves pouring hot water over coffee grounds in a filter, allowing it to drip through into a carafe or mug. It offers great control over the brewing process and can highlight the coffee's subtle flavors. 4. Espresso machine. Espresso is made by forcing hot water through finely ground coffee at high pressure. It's the base for many popular drinks like lattes, cappuccinos, and Americanos. Host, those are some great options. Do you have any tips for making the perfect cup of coffee at home? Definitely! Here are a few tips. Use fresh, high-quality beans and grind them just before brewing. Use the right water temperature, ideally between 195 degrees and 205 degrees Fahrenheit, 90 degrees to 96 degrees. Measure your coffee and water accurately to maintain a consistent coffee-to-water ratio. Clean your equipment regularly to avoid any buildup that can affect the taste. Those are excellent tips. Before we wrap up, what's your favorite coffee drink, John? I'm a big fan of a well-made cappuccino. The balance of espresso, steamed milk, and foam is just perfect for me. Sounds delicious. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us today, John, and thanks to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time on Coffee Chat for more coffee conversations. Thanks, Sarah. It was a pleasure. Until next time, happy brewing. I hope you find this script helpful for your podcast.